that whenever you apply some test or whenever you conduct an experiment, you have to find out whatever methods you are using, whether they are valid, whether they are reliable, whether they are standardized. What validity means? Validity, as I've already told you, this means a test measure what it's supposed to measure. If, for example, you are measuring the intelligence of the people, so you would include every item which is somewhat only being related to the intelligence and not to the other aspects. For example, you would not add that what color a person like, what name or what movie interests him. You are not going to add into that intelligence scale. In intelligence scale, you would only try to put those questions which are directly related to the intelligence, as for example maths or vocabulary, or how you can form the picture or complete it, how you can join the things, whether you can understand the comprehension or whether you can answer or you have general knowledge or not. So this is somewhat being related to the intelligence. As compared to the color you like, or the food you like, or the place you like, it doesn't represent your intelligence. It's about your attitude. It's about your likeness or dislikeness. It is not something directly to do something with the measuring of your intelligence. So a valid test is a test which only measures those things which is related or which are being supposed to be measured. ठीक है. For example, you are hiring a driver. You are not going to ask him to just cook something for you and you are going to test. If the person is not good in cooking, so you would not employ him as a driver. You would not do that. Definitely, a driver has to be tested on the driving skill and not on cooking skills. A chef is being tested on cooking skills and not driving skills. So same is the case with the intelligence. So if you are designing an intelligence test, or if someone is designing any kind of test, it is not about intelligence only, but if any kind of test is being designed, you have to take into consideration the validity. Validity means that you are only going to include those things into that test which is somewhat being related to that specific requirement. As for example, in human behavior test, I am not going to ask you about the questions related to your communication skills or your accounting skills. I would only be asking the questions which are related to the course of human behavior. So this is validity. Reliability, as we all know, that the things on which we are trust those things, means we get the same result. We already have discussed in the class about the reliability, that reliability is the consistency of the scores or the results. If you are attempting an arithmetic question, every time you are going to attempt that question, and if you know correctly how to attempt it, the same answer you will get. The same answer you will get. So this is consistency. You are consistently getting the same answer. It means that you have a good reliability, that the same thing you are having. Okay, so reliability, I also had given you the example of expiry date. If you may recall, in your class I have given you the expiry date, that if, for example, if the product you are using is under expiry date, it means that it has all the things in it, all the vitamins and all the calories which are being described on the label of that product. But if you are using it after that expiry date, it means that it is not a trusted one. You don't have to take it because you are not going to have all the vitamins and calories into that specific product after expiry. So expiry helps you into your reliability, whether you can trust that specific product or not. If there is a expiry date and you are using it under the expiry, it means that you can trust that yes, this product may have all such things which are being given in this mentioned in this product. So these are the validities and reliabilities. Also, you have to check the standard of your own population where you are giving that test. If for example I am teaching you at an elementary level, the first year level, so I am giving you the understanding in a very simple way. But if I would be taking an MPhil class, I would be giving them not very basic information. I'll give them the higher level information. So this is the standard. For example, first year level, I'll give a different standard of understanding, but the definition would be the same. But the understanding and the examples and the explanation would be a little bit different from first year level to the MPhil level. It will be very different from the MPhil level, or it would be very different for the final level. So this is the norm that at which you are practicing your test. It has the norms well identified or not. So these are the things which are somewhat being related to the intelligence testing. Now you also might have heard about that there are achievement testing and aptitude testing. While taking or seeking the admission into the commerce department or in anywhere, in any other department, you might have appeared into the achievement test or into the aptitude test. Usually it is being popularly called as an aptitude test, which identify whether you have the ability to go through with this course in the future or not. You would be a successful person to achieve this information, or you can absorb this information, or you can understand or comprehend this information or not. So this is your aptitude testing. Achievement testing is somewhat related to your past. Your examination in your semester, your quiz in your semester, your assignment in your semester is based on the achievement testing. Because whatever the information has been delivered to you, you are being tested on it, whether you have incorporated in a better way, well taken, and you utilize it in a proper way, and you can reflect it in your answer book or not. So this is achievement testing, which based on the past knowledge and past information, and you are being tested on the basis of that. But when you talk about the aptitude testing, it is about the future. On aptitude test, you can predict that yes, this person can be a good accountant, this person can be a good musician, this person can be a good singer, this person can be a good lawyer, or this person can be a good engineer, or this person can be a good doctor, or this person can be a good teacher, or whatsoever. So achievement testing is based on past, and aptitude testing is based on the prediction being related to the future. So these are the things which are somewhat being related to the intelligence. We have covered intelligence definition. We have covered that why we are talking about intelligence, how important it is for us. Then we have covered the different theories of intelligence, under which we had discussed about Sir Francis Galton's theory, Cattell and Horn's theory. Also, we had discussed about the cognitive psychology. We also had discussed about the Gardner's theory. We also had discussed the Spearman's theory, and also we had discussed about the practical intelligence. Then we talk about the emotional intelligence also, the EQ also. Then we talk about the measurement of intelligence, and how we can measure the intelligence, and under which, although we had covered a little bit of Sir Francis Galton in the theory, so over here also you can say he was the pioneer to measure the intelligence, although his measurement was wrong. But he was the very first person who intended to measure the intelligence, although it was wrong. But the proper testing had been done, the proper measurement or the proper test had been designed by Binet, which is being now called as Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale, or Binet-Simon Scale, or Binet Scale of Intelligence. And the another one was Wechsler's Wechsler's Adult Intelligence Scale, WAIS, WAIS, WAIS revised version, and also WISC, Wechsler's Intelligence Scale for Children. So that is how the intelligence is being measured, while keeping into consideration the validities and reliabilities and the norms of the test. So this is intelligence usually being measured, or it is being measured. So this is how we have completed the chapter of intelligence, theories of intelligence, definitions and assessment. Thank you very much. Good luck to you. Please stay home and stay safe. Thank you.